Thank you, Sarah. Well, already more than 81 million Americans have voted early in this election, with states like Georgia and North Carolina shattering records. But the presidential race is not the only item on the ballot. Of course, here in Georgia, voters are also deciding a statewide issue that could affect your property tax. Atlanta News First investigative reporter Anastasia Almos explains.
A closer look at the ballot here in Georgia. Your elections questions asked and answered in 60 seconds. What is the Georgia Homestead tax exemption? The language can be confusing, but it essentially stops significant tax increases when your property value goes up. According to the Georgia Department of Revenue, Georgia property taxes rose 41% from 2018 to 2022, with total assessed value rising by nearly 39%. If passed, property tax increases would be capped to the statewide inflation rate. Right now, that's less than 2%. It does allow local governments the option to opt out one time and make their own limit. That's because some cities and counties rely on this revenue to support public schools. This only applies to tax increases, so those buying a new home may end up paying more than those who already own. I'm Anastasia Olmos. Atlanta News First investigates.